Good morning as always. We caught before 4:01 a.m. today. So I'm going to get out of bed and I'm going to take you guys through my morning routine today instead of just showing you it. Alright, so now I'm dressed, you can tell. Jeans, which you can rewear, and I'm wearing tank top and a hoodie. Pretty simple stuff. So what I do now is I take my notebook from last night and I drop it down here. And then I'm still in the process of building my studio, so that's a bit of a mess. But I grab all my coffee cups and I start making my beverages for the morning. So that is the update on that. While everything was getting ready the first time around, I did a little bit of visualization. Now I'm going to sit here while everything steeps and do my meditation. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, so we're waking up a bit more. Let's grab the final ingredients to the focus stack. We got cinnamon gum, nicotine in it, and then we have neuro gum. So that completes the full focus stack that is ever evolving. We have some new additions, at least for this week. I don't think I'm gonna always get stuff like this, but I've got Arizona, I've got coconut water, I've got coffee, tea, water, and then these two guys here. So I know this looks crazy, but this gives me no excuse to stand up at any point in the day other than to go to the washroom, which is very useful, right? A lot of people get dehydrated, they get de-energized. I have another secret for that wheatgrass, which I will show you guys about later, but it is 4:47, got to the computer a little bit late today, just to be honest. Yesterday I was literally working at 4:30, which was crazy, but I did sacrifice meditation for that. And one thing that I'm learning is meditation, getting to your desk 15 minutes later because you want to take your meditation super seriously is a very noble thing to do. I was actually hearing this guy here that launched my computer because of the video I was watching last night talk about this, but all the people that seem to see around the corner, predict the future, Steve Jobs, you know, the greats, they were big on meditation. So I've already been doing it for 3 years, so I figure, all right, why stop? It's a part of what I do, part of who I am. So I'm just writing the date on my task list today. I'm gonna walk you through what I have planned calendar-wise. So first things first, I'm gonna do my client work for about 3 hours. Then I'm going to be revising and adding the South Park writing style to a script. Then I'm planning on building my studio until my editor exports the video, which I'm going to review with him and then add music for myself and then upload today. Hitting the 2 posts in the month for the 30th, which is not ideal, but got 2 posts out. And then after that, I'm going to go for a run and I might have this sales call here. He doesn't really seem qualified and he hasn't got back to me. So I'm gonna give him a call probably earlier on in the day and kind of just triage it. But other than that, I'm going to turn the lights off first and foremost because I only do this for you guys. When I'm not recording, which I guess I record every day, but as soon as I'm done recording, it starts looking like this again. I'm gonna have my stuff. I'm gonna start inputting my data for the day. And yeah, the client work, I don't want to say my mind can drone out, but I can kind of ease into the day. It's not like hyper intensive. It's making thumbnails, getting posts out, all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Peace. So I want to show you guys what a month of dedication to yourself looks like. So you can see here, this is the initial part of my tracker where I track wake up time, sleep time, cold exposure, meditation, visualization, journaling, hydration, and calendar. And I've given like funny names for it, but the only category where I missed something for the entirety of the entire month was cold exposure. Outside of that and rest days where I just have the row hidden, every single thing is hidden every single day. And you can see that the 4 a.m. wake up is also hit, right? So that's just a testament to what dedication to yourself looks like and why tracking is so important. Anyways, I'm gonna keep filling this out and yeah, get back to work. All right, so it is 6:22 a.m. and we just had our first involuntary break, thanks to the bathroom, which it happens every day. So I'm used to it at this point. But that is the result of being well hydrated. The pro of being well hydrated is that your brain also works better. And it's funny, I've been sitting here with the headphones on, but I legitimately have not been listening to anything other than the video that I'm working on right now. So I'm probably gonna put on some Brain FM. I haven't had any nicotine and maybe like 20 milligrams of caffeine. So for whatever reason, I'm just moving today with no support. However, I'm going to stim up because I feel that organic energy slowing down. It's time to get the uppers in. All right. Okay, so it is 9:30 a.m. and I'm still working on client videos, which I'm not done yet, which honestly, if I was being a skeptic, like a pessimistic, that's the word. If I was being a skeptic or a pessimistic person about my task list, I would have known, and I think I did know that it was going to be quite a bunch of work, because there's a reason I had kind of been putting it off. So anyways, I am on the tail end of that. I have 4 more scripts to do. I've got 1 video to edit, and I have got 1 video to make a thumbnail and just schedule. So probably looking at like an hour and 15's worth of more focused work would be my guess. I'm not sure. And yeah, just gonna do that, do my very best to get it all out, and then I will kind of take it from there when it comes to the rest of the day, because I'm really just waiting on the TJR video and uploading it. That's like the big thing that happens today. So yeah, spending a lot of time editing today, which, you know, it's whatever. It's not my favorite thing to do. I'm not that great at it when it comes to effects and everything. I'm very fast at cutting things up. I don't think there's anybody faster than me cutting things up. I'm like Sonic. I don't even use my mouse for that. It's just all keyboard because I know all the keybinds. So that is one thing. I like scarred the roof of my mouth last night, so that's burning and hurts every time I eat or drink something, so that's not fun. But yeah, good day so far, and it is raining-ish. So I hope the sun comes out later when I go for my run. I actually run slower in the sun, but I enjoy it more when I'm in the sun doing my run. So I'm gonna do that later. And yeah, just getting back to work here. Let me know what you guys think if anybody watches this, if they like me showing my work. And I don't know how I'm gonna edit it yet, but I'm thinking of leaving it either, I think completely uncut would be a bit crazy and just have like hours of me sitting there. And I also had to stop recording because it just takes too much footage up. But let me know what you guys think of me actually showing what I'm like, the activity of me working, because I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense when you just see me transition from talking here to talking there. You can actually see that, oh, like this kid's sitting at his desk in between this for hours. Even if it's time lapse, you kind of get what the day looks like. So yeah, that's all, and peace. All right, so it is probably like 4 hours later at 2 p.m. I had my team meeting. I just finished most of my client videos. I think I have one more to do, and I still have to write a few more scripts, but I'm waiting on something from the client to do that. So I am currently in the process of getting the TJR video done and uploaded, and I'm super excited. It's 2 p.m., so I want to hustle to get it posted in the kind of ideal time for my audience. And yeah, I'm just super excited. As I talked about earlier, client videos just kind of took over today. It's whatever. I got over it. I'm going to just knock those out. I already have spent a stupid amount of time on it. As long as TJR video goes live, I am happy. And so far, whoo, it's looking heat. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done uploading it. All right, boys, short update. So it is 3:32 and I have just finished everything with the video. It is uploading into YouTube Studio now, and the only thing that I have left to do is add the timestamps to it and then hit the publish button. It's coming a little bit late, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what time you upload a YouTube video, because if it's good, it will perform on the algorithm. So I'm gonna be trusting that today because I have to get it out. 2 videos in the month of September. I don't wanna have September be only 1 month. Only 1 video for the entire month. That's not happening. So it has to go live today, even if it's a few hours after the ideal posting time. So gonna get it live. And then one thing that I have learned is I've got to get away from the setup. So immediately after, I am going to go for my run. And yeah, that will be the day. Not really anything else that I plan to get done other than the client work and the TJR video. And then I can do some work on the other branding stuff later, whatnot. But yeah, that's all. Okay guys, it is 30 minutes later at 4 p.m. and I'm gonna have the video go live with me here. So I'm just looking through everything that I've got here and making sure the video is all good. So let me just boom, 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 boom. All this is good. Links, everything, work, tags in the video, all good. Details, no controversial, da-da-da. It's in a playlist. No, it's not made for kids. No, it isn't shaping content. No concepts, tags, all good. Standard YouTube license, education, nothing. Okay. Woo! And it is live. Woohoo! Let's go. I am so happy. This is a month in the making. Let's see if it's on YouTube already. Okay. I'm gonna be refreshing this. Give it about a minute or so, and I will update it when it is on YouTube to show you guys what happens after I launch a video. Guys, it is 4 hours later or something at 7 p.m. after uploading, and oh my gosh, this has been literally the last 13 hours I've been sitting at my desk. I've stood up maybe 5 times, like, to show you guys my day. Like, okay, first off, look at the state of my desk. I've got like one of the stand-ups to grab my only meal of the day. This is half the Arizonas I consumed today. I got shit flung out everywhere. It's just not optimal. I don't know what soda, but to show you guys the day, 4 a.m. to 4:15, I got to my computer around 4:50ish, did my data to 5:15. Sorry, 4:50 to 5:15. Client work from 5:15 to 12. Didn't even, like, I literally didn't even do my usual like stand up, get outside, talk to you guys multiple times thing. Did I even do it once? I think I might have done it once. But oh my gosh. Then 4 hours adding last minute edits and making sure TDR video goes out good, and then another 3 hours on this client video, and boy, I've not even worked out today and it's already my bedtime. I'm gonna go for a run because I don't even, like, I feel like pent up, going crazy. I just need to get outside. I need some fresh air. I'm losing my mind. And yeah, so I'm gonna, I need these headphones off. I'm wearing these headphones, live in these headphones, man. Get them off. I need to forget that work exists for the next little while here. Tomorrow I'm gonna be recording, No. Tomorrow I'm just gonna be recording the Rob Bang video, all the stuff. Not gonna talk about that. I'll probably yap about that before I go to bed planning my day. But I need to forget that work exists for like 30 minutes. Just go for a light speed run, talking like Super Saiyan speeds. After that, I'm going to hopefully get back before 8 o'clock. It's 7-Eleven now. Nice 7-Eleven. Hopefully get back before 8 o'clock. And then, yeah, if I can get back around 7:45 to what time? No, around like 7:45 to 7:50ish. Just any time before 8 I'm happy with. Be 7:59. I will get home. I will immediately jump in the pool and shower, and then I will upload this vlog and go to bed, and it won't be that late. But I need to do my fast run. Usually I like to chill on my runs, and today I definitely need to chill. But oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I need to show this. I need to show somebody. I'm crazy. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Just toilet peace time. So I just went from full of being tired to full of accomplishment and gratefulness. Oh boy, I don't know what got in my legs. I know it was a little bit cooler today because the sun went down and it was hurricane season, so it was nice and windy, even though the wind was against me on my way out. But I just ran the fastest 5K of my life, and Jesse, I know you're watching this. It's faster than yours. For anybody else not in on this joke, which I can't imagine any of you are unless you know me personally, which people who know about this probably friends with me for decades plus, so yeah. Anyways, he's a professional athlete. He plays professional soccer in Portugal, and I'm a faster runner than him. So that's his part of the motivation in my legs today, but I was flying, and makes me think about nothing more than the fact that this is one of those few days where, no, I say this happens a lot, honestly, but this is one of those days where you have those extreme of emotions. I have a mix between a runner's high and just deep gratitude and thankfulness for the fact that I'm able to run this fast and the fact that I made it through today, got my video live, and it's doing well. I'm not gonna check it. I plan not to check for the rest of the night. Last I checked, it was a 1 out of 10 at like 130 views and a 10% click-through rate with a dialed average watch time. So we'll see where that takes us. Stats can change. It was not a statistically significant amount. So yeah, expecting nothing, but I have got no reason to be down. I had some client issues today. Nothing with them being mad at me. Luckily, I've done a good job there. But on my end, there's a few things that, again, slipped by what I think is the perfect quality, what I really want to aspire to get to. So, you know, I have to, even when it's the most minor thing, I have to take complete and utter accountability. Not half accountability, not anything like that. I am in charge of my clients' YouTubes, done for you client or done with you client. So I adopt all problems. Even if it's not me, it's my responsibility to solve it, which makes it me. So just a bit of that. And after
12 hours of work sitting at your desk there, already doing a lot of client work, seeing 3 more hours of it after a 12-hour day. And I don't mean 3 hours of like lollygagging, I mean 3 hours of like locked in alien. It was not fun to see, but got it done, got the run done. Let me check the time. You know me, I got 2 phones, trap phone. 7:35. Boy, that was like, Jesse, if you're still watching, I just ran at like a 4:30 pace for 5K, which is by far the fastest I've ever done. I think my fastest pace before that was like 5 something. But to be fair, I've never really gone all out. Even that run, I was only breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. But what I started doing today, which I've done in the past but forgot about, was the same way I focus on my breath doing meditation, where I almost like feel the suction of the air going up through my nose. I did the same thing, but with the running as I'm running, and I look kind of like diagonally down in front of me, so my head's still up and it opens out the airways here, and I was just flying in zone 2. So that's definitely new meta. Yeah, just a good day. We're gonna walk back, get on time. Just stepped in a big puddle. So maybe that's a reminder from God. As much as it's a great day, second my head hits that pillow, I gotta do it again. And what I did yesterday is the results that I get tomorrow, or what I did yesterday is the results I get today. The popcorn effect, it can be weeks, months, years, whatever you call it. So you have to understand that. And I want to talk about this actually. This is a great concept. So popcorn effect. Pretty much when you put your popcorn in the microwave, the pops that you hear are a result of the heat that was given to it a certain time period before that pop. So what that means in the world of business is you might do work on, and I'll give the furthest example. In business, the pattern I've seen through every highly successful entrepreneur I've met, and guys who are longer in the game will explain this to you, there are years, Iman actually uses this exact phrasing, which is where I got it because I really like it. There's years where you take ass whoopings, and there's years where you give them. And I will tell you, from mid-2024, even like all of 2024, to be honest, even though I still saw growth at the start of 24, all 2024 and up until about a month ago in 2025, well, just destroy. I was getting spanked. It was undoubtedly the hardest time of my life, 100%. Nothing else has ever come close to some of the pits that I got into. And people that know me closely love you guys because I got nothing but support. And sometimes support comes in being made fun of, because there's truths in all good jokes. And if someone's laughing at it, there's a reason. There's something where it comes from. So you have to be aware of that. And I could be very wrong. Maybe I'm still getting the spanking. Everything could change. But what I know is that there's an equal amount of time to when you deliver the spanking to take it. So as long as I stick through any spanking, it just means that I'm extending the amount of time it's going to be good for. And that popcorn effect, that's on a yearly basis. So if you're getting hammered right now, which typically your first year will be, for me it was interesting. I spent my first year kind of doing like self-development stuff. So technically for my first 6 months I ate crap, and going into like the start of my second year-ish, I was just flying. Everything was banger. Like I was 16 making 60K a month. I hit 100K a month. The month after I turned 17, I hit 200K a month as a 17-year-old. I think it was like 250. Craziness, like not some shit that you would expect to happen. And it's because I had a great partner. Dylan, if you ever see this, I I love it. You've really changed my life for the better. So when I went to go do things on my own, inevitably I was delivering so many spankings. I was due some, and boy did I get them. Boy did I get them. So I think my karmic scale's even now, and it's time to kill. So as you guys can tell, I'm in a jubilee mood. Everything is going good. I just like to check my surroundings. I walk a lot at night, have in many cities and many places, but you know, you gotta stay aware. And because of that, to be honest, I would rather not be holding a vlog stick talking loud. So I'm gonna get home and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Or no, I'll give you guys an update before the end of the day. Peace. Boys, I think it's a non-negotiable. Every time I go for a run at night, I gotta take you guys with me and use my Strava, because I thought I ran the 5K out there fast. Make it nighttime in a non-open space. Whew. In a so-so neighborhood where I live is nice, safe, but you venture out in Florida, who knows, right? I'm Canadian, so I'm used to where we don't have guns. I mean, nowadays it seems like with some policy changes, which I'll talk about probably never behind closed doors, unless I want to take over the world in Matrix like Andrew Tate, but I won't talk about it unless that. It's just dumb. There are more guns in Canada, so it's getting less safe by the day there. But the US is still more unsafe because of the guns and just more people, which means more violent people as well. So you just gotta be aware of that. And at the end of the day, it made me run fast. Like, I'm talking. I did like the last, was it like, I probably did about 2 miles the last. No, probably like 3K. Oh yeah, it's literally 3.7K, I remember now. I did 3.7K at like a sub 4 kilometer pace. Because I only run zone 2, I build my aerobic base to this kind of insane level. And when I train only zone 2, I have no days where I push myself. So then there's just these evenings where I just want to go after, I just want to push myself, see what I can do. And tonight was one of these evenings, and boy, I didn't even use my nose. I was breathing like that during the run, and I was running a sub 4 or low 4 is gotta be. I gotta take Strava so people believe me and I can actually show it. But holy, and I'm not like I know people don't watch every video, so I have to give context here. I'm a lifelong runner. I've done a marathon, boxing. I used to run every single day. Soccer before that, like I did track. I was a sprinter originally, but you still do distance running. Like I run. I've been running my whole life, and boy, that was the fastest I ever ran. And that's why I love running so much again. I talk about this all the time, but I can compete. Like, I'm a serious runner. I could go out there to a marathon, and the marathon I did, I got like 4:25. I spent like 30 minutes on the toilet, so I almost sub forward with 30 minutes on the toilet because I didn't bring any gear or anything. I just took like the water cups and the little nice people that give out gel. That's the only stuff I had. So nothing on my own. I could have almost got under 4. So I know if I trained for like 6 months, I'd be going for under 3:30, and maybe under 4. Maybe I'm just being an arrogant piece of shit, which usually happens with athletic endeavors and myself, but hey, you won't believe you're better than you are. Anyway, this whole thing's just like a gloat. I'm just so impressed with myself. Gotta give myself a pat on the back, give me my cookies, because no one else will, so I'll talk about stuff you probably care about. So, in the business, I'm going to get back to that. I'm just floating around, and sorry, I should dunk my head in chlorine so my sweat doesn't dry up. All right, we got the full forehead out. Jeez, I was bald before this, so this is the first time in my life I've had long hair. And probably how you guys are getting to know me, which is weird. Anyways, I got the TJR video live today. So happy about that. I'm gonna keep talking about it. Robbed the bank. I still have to go to the print shop and get the images in PDF printed. So I've talked about this before, but I kind of got screwed with Trump and tariffs. I love Trump. I hate to be political. I would have voted him both years in the U.S. election. I could have voted in this recent U.S. election, but I just I'm a new citizen, so I was like, all right, whatever. I was working. I didn't feel like doing it. Anyways, yeah, but the tariffs kind of screwed me, so I can't really use my car because everything got increased by 25%, and it's a beater car anyways. So I'm not going to put money to it. I'd rather just have a U.S. insurance. What that means is that I have no transportation. I gave my bike away to a person who needed it more than me, and I got to get to the print shop tomorrow, so I'll probably just take a lift there, to be honest. I don't know, I'm making a fuss out of it. Or a walk there. It's like 5K. Good little afternoon reset. Maybe I'm probably not gonna do that. Maybe one way walk there and lift back. Regardless, my point is, I have to get that printed tomorrow. I want to review the Rob the Bank script tomorrow because I have to make some changes to the script. I have to build my studio and I have to record. And I want to do maybe I don't know what I want to do tomorrow, but I've got a full work day. And again, on a day like this, when you have such a hot day like today, where I just been on a roll, like mental state wise, it was a roller coaster, but overall, boy, this was like I told myself this is going to be 100 out of 10 day, or 100 to 0 day, because I rank every day as like a ratio. This was an 100 to 0 day. So I'm super proud of that. I literally gave it my all. But the issue is that I typically try and leave 80% in the tank. And the reason why is because you do something at 80% and you have the 20% left in order to do it tomorrow. When you go to 0, you need more recovery. And now that I think about that out loud, I still want to wake up at 4 a.m. It's kind of my thing here. So I'm probably going to wake up at 4 a.m. Maybe I schedule in a nap tomorrow, but I have to be conscious, very conscious not to burn out, because when you give 100 on a day like this, you're actually most susceptible to falling off because you've overdone yourself, and these little justifications start to creep in your head saying like, yeah, you did good today, you can chill out tomorrow, or I've got everything done for this week, so I'm gonna go for the. Everybody does it, but you want to notice it beforehand and not do it if you want to get the most out of your week. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Wipe to 0. I'm not even going past, like going forward. I'm not going to talk about anything that I've done to you guys anymore. I'm not going to talk about this to my friends. I'm not going to check my YouTube analytics because that's yesterday's work. It's not today's work. And that's so important. And focus onto tomorrow, because any results I see tomorrow are a result of my actions in the past. And I want to keep getting the results. So I'm going to keep taking the actions that got me these results and not resting on my laurels. Just keep pulling the slingshot back. If you've watched that video on Emon's channel, probably nobody knows, but it's a great video he has. That really impacted my philosophy. And then I actually came up with something similar, but I called it a slingshot and it was something different. Regardless, it was really cool to see him kind of think along the same lines. Or you call it exponential growth, whatever you want. I take a lot of inspiration from Newman. You guys probably seen him, like a #1 fan. But yeah, I'm going to now chillax, lay down, clip this video up for you guys, write my task list for tomorrow, and that is all we're gonna be doing. All right, well, I said I'm not gonna say anything more, so I won't. It's time to crush it tomorrow. I'm worth nothing. Oh, my right hand didn't get in. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's the Achilles heel. Achilles' mom held him by the heel to dip him in the water of invincibility, and because of that, he died. So I can't leave the right hand that was holding the camera dry. This pool is my invincibility. It's my regeneration pool. Anyways, you don't want to see me nerd out. I don't know why I keep the camera on recording when I do this. I'll see you guys tomorrow.